Am I the asshole? For kicking my daughter's boyfriend out of my house? So I let my oldest daughter Kate live in my great-grandmother's old home at mine. She recently let her boyfriend of 9 months move in. Kate had been coming over once a week and spending hours at our house. She was visiting my wife and fell asleep on our couch twice. I found out her boyfriend and friends have boys' night on. Katie isn't even allowed in the home. My home. Next time Kate was talking to her mom, I made some excuses and went over to the house and let her boyfriend and his brothers have it and reminded him it's not his house and I will get him an eviction on his credit report and he'll never have anywhere else to have his stupid boys' night. I told him to move out. He's going to, but Katie said I overstepped and I told her she's not to let anybody kick her out of her own place again and she's not to move anyone else in without my permission because I would sell the house and put it in my retainment. She's been crying because her boyfriend did break up after this, calling me a psychopath for what I did. I'm just trying to not allow my daughter or my property to be taken advantage of. My missus agrees with me but thinks I could have handled the situation with more finesse. Not the asshole. Finesse is overrated in this scenario. Any man who wants a boys' night out kicks the owner's daughter his GF out of her own home does not deserve finesse. Hopefully your daughter learns to stand up for herself better. I like your style. Not the asshole. You did your daughter a favor. He's 32, why's he hanging out with a 24 years old? Because he could abuse her like he did. You're a good father. Once the waters are calmer, have a good talk with her about boundaries and self-respect. Maybe that needs a strong reinforcement in her mind. X200B. ETA. Thank you for the award. W. Not the asshole. You're a good dad. The nerve of that guy. Tell daughter the next guy will have to pay rent directly to you. No freeloaders. Not the asshole. They don't pay rent and it is your house. Yes, hypothetically you could have handled it better, but get the controlling freeloader out of your house for sure. Also not an to put some conditions on your daughter since she is being allowed to live there for free. Major red flags that she wasn't allowed in the house during these events, thinking it's hookers and blow as soon as she's out of sight. That, sir, was finesse. Your daughter has an advantage that doesn't mean she can be taken advantage of by him. Edit. Not the asshole. Not the asshole. He kicked her out of her own home, which isn't even hers. Other people's houses all the way down. But yeah, you helped your daughter dodge a bullet there. Though you are taking it too far with requiring future permission. She has to be free to make mistakes, as annoying as it is to have to help her out of them as you did here. Not the asshole. Handled perfectly. 10/10. Fuck finesse. You did just fine. BF wasn't worth the time she spent with him. Not the asshole. Well done. How dare he kick your daughter of basically her house? Since she's your daughter, she got more rights than him in that house. Since she's so blind to see that, you did well to intervene and kicked him out, and good riddance. Not the asshole. Even if that house was his, what he did is unhealthy and not good at all. Not the asshole. Your daughter had no right to move that homosexual into the home in the first place. I hope you will be able to sit down and talk this out with her. Not the asshole. Papa Bear was coming. Seriously, you maybe didn't have to pop in there like a cruise missile, but I get it. I would be furious, too. Also, that this guy broke up might be a blessing. However, I hope your daughter will understand that someday. Not the asshole. Your daughter's ex was abusing her, and the abuser is always TA. You defended your daughter. Honestly, I would have done the same. Not the asshole. Not the asshole. Ex-BF sounds a bit narcissistic and abusive. Wonder what else he has done to her. Not the asshole. Not the asshole. You did great. Once a week is crazy, entitled and messed up. Doubt he'd have let her do that to him. She wasn't going to see it for a while. Rose-tinted glasses. Maybe you saved her from sunk cost fallacy and got the freeloader out before it got worse. Not the asshole. Finesse. Dude moved in for free and kicked her out one night a week. You didn't provide your daughter with a home so that someone else could have a regular party house. He needed a good reality check, and you gave him one. That he left entirely, presumably to find someone he could better take advantage of, is a great bonus of your direct approach. Not the asshole. Great job, Dad. Not the asshole. Him not allowing her in her home is unacceptable. If he is gonna break up with her over this, you helped her dodge a bullet. You saved her from a life of hell with that loser. Kudos, Dad. Just the right amount of finesse used. Not the asshole. Yes, there could have been more finesse, but the guy didn't deserve finesse. Your house. Not his. Boyfriend's lucky he doesn't have a work boot stuck in his ass. Not the asshole. Your daughter might need some tough love. Find her own apartment while you rent the house out. But you did the right thing. Another option: tell her that going to therapy is a requirement for staying in the house instead of finding her own apartment. Not the asshole. You don't want your parents in your business as an adult. Be an adult and acquire your own place of residence and live your life how you want. If you want the kickbacks of living in mum and dad's house, be prepared for the consequences. Also, the boyfriend is clearly a dick. Take your boys' nights to the bar. It's not your home. Not the asshole, but this abrupt change may be difficult for your daughter, as well as seeing another strong, confident individual telling her who can be in her home. It's a similar vibe from a different person, not her choice. She may need more than a brief chat about boundaries here. Coaching, mentoring, a women's group, counseling could all be offered where SHE chooses the route to go down. He shouldn't be not allowing her in the home. But you shouldn't have gone and done that without saying anything to your daughter first. Not the asshole. You don't need finesse. This was 100% the correct way to handle this. Not the asshole. Your daughter doesn't realize it now, but you just did her a huge favor. Not the asshole. Necessary but it might be a good idea to apologize to your daughter for not talking to her about it first and explain you got a little hot-headed when you saw her being mistreated and that you just want her to be with somebody who loves and respects her. Get junk food, have a movie night, etc. She's young and hurting from the breakup. Go easy on her. Not the asshole. I wish my dad was like you. Not the asshole. That guy was just using your daughter. He had no respect for her. When there's no respect, there's no love. You did the right thing. Your daughter should seek therapy. Not the asshole. Finesse. He's treating your daughter like shit. There is no finesse. I've seen people who do this. They quickly take ownership of other people's stuff and use groupings for extortion. You don't really want to deal with squatters, specifically young ones. Absolutely not the asshole. You are letting your daughter live in the house. You need to give her the independence to go with it. If your daughter and partner owned or rented elsewhere, you could rant about the boys' nights, etc., and talk to daughter and boyfriend, but ultimately it should your daughter's decision whether or not to put her foot down. You need to do the same regardless of the fact it's your. Let her live in it and let her live her own life and make her own advice by all means, but you can't control her relationship by giving ultimatums.